Switching gears this morning, 7:35, we are looking ahead to a big Juneteenth event in the district. Friends of Langston is hosting the 4th annual Lee Elder Memorial Golf Charity Classic this Thursday. The annual event benefits the historic Langston Golf Course. I recently spoke with the group's executive director, Craig Dean, about what to expect. Oh, Craig, thanks for being with us this morning. You know, for people who may not be familiar, tell us about the Friends of Langston and your mission, what you guys are all about.
Good morning, and thank you for asking. Friends of Langston, our official name is the Langston Golf Course Conservancy. We're a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to raising funds for the capital improvement of this historic golf course behind me here. Langston Golf Course Conservancy is also dedicated to enhancing our communities surrounding the golf course, and we fund several programs for youth, and we can talk about that also.
Yeah, I know your 4th annual Lee Elder Memorial Charity Classic that tees off this week, Thursday, Juneteenth, of course, celebrating the legacy of Lee Elder. What can people expect at this event?
Yes, this is our 4th annual tournament. Lee Elder was the historic, he was the first African-American to play in the Masters 50 years ago this year. And so we dedicated, because he was the manager of Langston Golf Course in the late 80s and early 90s and really loved this course. And Lee Elder never really got his full due. And so we're naming this tournament in his honor. We also renamed 26th Street, which comes off of Benning Road, in honor of Lee Elder Way now.
And talk a little bit more about the history of this golf course and why it's so important to raise funds to be able to, make sure this is around for generations to come.
Yes. 50 or 60 years ago, Langston was actually in 1939, excuse me. Langston was founded here in Northeast DC. Before that, African Americans were playing, believe it or not, on the mall down by the Lincoln Memorial. And the Roosevelt administration actually carved out funds and first built a 9-hole course out here on the site. Now it's expanded to 18. And it actually, one of the things we're proud of is they've removed some of the invasive species. So now you can actually see beautiful water views of the Anacostia and Kingman Lake.
It's beautiful. I know a lot of this is also about uplifting the youth. Tell us more about what some of those proceeds,
Yes.
will go to, what you'll be able to fund for some of the young boys and girls in the DMV.
Yes, every summer we fund the Langston Junior Boys and Girls Golf Club in conjunction with Metropolitan Police Department and volunteers. We provide equipment, uniforms, and most importantly, teach the etiquette and traditions of golf to underserved communities in the surrounding area.
And how important is that when we talk about breaking barriers and, representation, diversity in a sport, especially like golf?
Absolutely. And, part of the rationale for that, it was founded many years ago, the Langston Boys and Girls Golf Course Conservancy by Ray Savoy, who's a legendary figure in DC sports and community action, to keep them off the street and give them a lifelong set of skills and competencies involving golf, and more importantly, the networking and human interaction skills that come along with interacting with people 3 or 4 hours in a beautiful setting. And again, our mission is to interact not only with the community, but to make sure the course itself is reflective of that great history.
I know it's going to be a great event. Tickets still available. Give us details of everything and where people can go to find out more information.
Yes, it's actually 2 or 3 events actually in one. You can go to www.friendsoflangston.org. And there's 2 events going on simultaneously. For non-golfers, we have Grapes on the Green, which is wine tastings and food samplings. And then, of course, the main event is the tournament. And we'll also have a bonus this year of a fashion show of new golf apparel designers.
All right. It is going to be a great event. We're happy to help you get the word out. Craig Dean, Friends of Langston Executive Director, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. See you Thursday.